Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about really the second update that's going to be arriving in the month of December in Grand Theft Auto Online, and that is the Festive Surprise 2019. That's right, the Christmas DLC. A lot of people usually forget about this, but honestly, it's probably my favorite part of the December DLCs that arrive in Grand Theft Auto Online. It's usually a more simpler update, but for me, it is so much fun. And there's been a huge focus, obviously, on the hype of the Diamond Casino heist, but I want to focus on the update that we're probably going to get a little bit later in the month. Now, we don't know what Rockstar is going to end up calling it, whether it's the Festive Surprise 2019 or whether it's something different altogether, but for the most part, we know what it's going to be given what Rockstar has done in the past. So for starters, let's begin with when we will likely see this update arrive, and I think the most obvious answer is pretty much 1 week from today, and that is going to be on Thursday, December 19th. Now, I believe this for a couple of reasons. Number one, this is what Rockstar have always done in the past. Exactly 1 week after the December update launches for Grand Theft Auto Online. Whether that was import-export, or executives and other criminals, or even more recently the Doomsday Heist and Arena War, exactly 1 week after that update arrives, we see the Festive Surprise and the Christmas content introduced in the game. So because Rockstar have been doing updates for GTA Online on Thursdays recently, I would suspect that the 19th is when we are going to receive the Christmas content. It's also about 5 or 6 days before the Christmas holidays arrive, so it gives people plenty of time to enjoy the content before the holidays actually get here. So that is when I believe we will see the new Christmas content, the Festive Surprise 2019, but you might be wondering what is going to be included in that update. Well, let's talk about what Rockstar has done in the past and what I think they will add on going forward. The first is a lot of clothing. So whether this is masks, sweaters, pants, accessories, gloves, hats, Rockstar add a ton of Christmas content. And even if they don't add any new content, which I think would be a little bit surprising, there's still a ton over the last 3 or 4 years that Rockstar are going to add back into the game. So expect that to arrive, lots of really cool new Christmas content. The other thing that Rockstar is going to do is they're going to add a lot of changes to the world. And this begins with the Christmas trees that you will start to see not only around the world, but also located inside of your properties. And this year, we're going to have 2 brand new properties that will likely get Christmas trees. That being somewhere in the casino. We don't know if it's going to be on the main floor or if it's going to be just in our casino penthouses, and also in the new arcade business properties that are going to be added tomorrow. Again, this is something we've seen Rockstar do in the past, where they've added it on yachts and in the bunkers and in our CEO offices, so I would highly suspect that they will do the same thing here. Now, the next thing that Rockstar is very likely to add is a lot of vehicles. Now, we don't know what specific vehicles are going to be coming with the update just yet, and we don't know if there's going to be a Christmas-themed one per se, but traditionally in the past, what Rockstar have done over the Festive Surprise is release updates in way quicker succession than they normally do. Like, for example, during the 2 to 3 weeks of the Christmas festive holiday season, because there's so many tunables updates, which we'll talk about why that is in a second, Rockstar usually release 3 to 4 cars, which is kind of unlikely. We usually only see like a 1 car per week that they introduce, and sometimes Rockstar even skip weeks. So with the Festive Surprise, cars are traditionally introduced a lot quicker, which is really a good thing if you guys are interested in getting all of the really cool new vehicles. So that's something you can look forward to as well. Now, another thing that Rockstar is going to introduce that a lot of people are looking forward to is the snow. And Rockstar usually introduce the snow at the exact 2 same times every single year. The first time happens really on Christmas Eve. Now, it is kind of different depending on where you are in the world. Some people it might be early on Christmas Eve. Some people it might be very late on December 23rd. But it's technically supposed to be here for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So really from the 23rd to the 26th, you'll see snow in Grand Theft Auto Online. And also during that Christmas period on actual Christmas Day itself, Rockstar usually gives us a ton of free gifts. Now, this could be things like body armor and snacks and ammo, but it could also be items that can only be received on Christmas Day. So I'm sure a ton of you guys, like most of us, are extremely busy hanging out with friends and family on Christmas and are not going to be playing games, but if you have a second or two to log on, there's probably going to be some really cool items available for everyone. Now, after that Christmas Day period, the snow is going to leave for about 2 to 3 days and then will return on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, where it will arrive for the final time until we see the Christmas season come back in 2020, if that's something even Rockstar do then. So at the end of the day, you've got about 3 to 4 to 5 days of Christmas snow time, and with that, there comes a couple of other changes as well. Like, for example, Rockstar are going to add the firework launcher back. Now, we don't know if there's going to be any new weapons in this update. I think there's a handful of Mark II weapons, but I don't know if there's any specific Christmas ones. But we do know they're going to be adding the firework launcher, and they also end up changing the color of the fireworks from like the red and blue to like the green and red for like the Christmas colors. So that's something that's pretty fun to look forward to. When the snow is here as well, know that it impacts pretty much everything to do with the world. Like, for example, if you were to do races, it would be during the snow. If you were to try and do an import-export delivery, it would be during the snow. People have the ability to throw snowballs at you. Not like that does anything. But just know that the snow has an impact on everything in the world for the 4 to 5 days that it is actually here. Now, one of the more interesting aspects of the festive surprise that Rockstar has done in the past and that we're likely to expect this year is the content that arrives will likely be free with the exception of the cars. So all the clothing, the masks, and stuff like that, you'll be able to get them for free. However, the catch is they are only here for a limited time. And that time is usually about a week or two after the new year. So the first Thursday in 2020 is actually the 2nd, which I think is a little bit too close to New Year's Day. So the following is the 9th, or Rockstar could do something on the 7th. That's when I would imagine that the festive content would be completely removed. So basically, you get about 2 or 3 weeks to enjoy this content before it is permanently gone. So that's something to keep in mind there. Don't get super attached to all the items that you get from this update, because it is only here for a limited time. Now, something else that Rockstar started doing, especially last year with the Festive Surprise 2018, is they started giving away a ton of free daily items. So if you guys remember, like every single day during the Festive Surprise, Rockstar would not only give away like exclusive items like sweaters and stuff like that, but they would also sometimes give away vehicles like insurgents and stuff like that. And I remember on Christmas Day, they actually gave away one of the new DLC cars for free. I think it was like the Vapid Click or something like that. It was like a snow-specific liveried vehicle, and they actually gave away that for free if you logged on to get it on Christmas Day. So I imagine Rockstar would do the same thing here. I would also imagine if they do add stuff like this, adversary modes will be released. Like last year, I remember they released a new arena mode. But even in 2017, when there wasn't the arena, they released the Occupy adversary mode. So I think there's a good chance that Rockstar could do a ton of stuff like that to get us into the holiday spirit for when the snow and all the Christmas stuff does arrive. So just be on the lookout for that. All I know is it's going to be pretty exciting. So all in all, I think the Festive Surprise 2019 this year is going to be really awesome, even if Rockstar doesn't necessarily add any new content. I do think it would be cool if they introduce some more, whether that be simple stuff like clothing and masks, and on the high end, if they did something super cool like add a snowy specific vehicle or a Christmas themed car like they do for the Halloween updates in the past and like we've seen for the Independence Day DLCs of years gone. But for me, it's always the simple stuff like the Christmas trees in our properties, the snowfall that we get a couple of times a year, that honestly makes me really excited for this update. But as always, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. With the Festive Surprise 2019 update, what are you most excited for? Is it the simple stuff like snow? Is it the prospect of Rockstar adding some fun new content to the game? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and the Diamond Casino Heist videos and Festive Surprise videos that I'm going to be doing here on my channel over the next couple of days and weeks. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.